After the age of 60, mornings quietly decide the future of your legs more than most people ever realize. What you eat or don't eat within the first hour of waking sends a powerful message to your body. It can signal repair, strength, and balance, or it can quietly allow muscle loss to accelerate. Many older adults wake up, drink a cup of coffee, maybe nibble on toast, or skip breakfast entirely. It feels harmless. But day after day, that habit slowly weakens the muscles that support walking, climbing, stairs, and staying upright. What most people don't know is this. During the night, your body naturally breaks down muscle tissue to maintain blood sugar and energy levels. This process is normal, but if you don't interrupt it with the right nutrients soon after waking, that breakdown continues into the morning hours. Over months and years, this leads to thinner muscles, weaker legs, slower movement, and a higher risk of falls. Aging gets the blame, but in reality, it's often a missed opportunity that repeats every single morning. The good news is that muscle loss after 60 is not inevitable. In fact, there is a simple way to slow it down dramatically and even partially reverse it by choosing the right foods early in the day. Today, I want to show you exactly what to eat in the morning to protect your leg strength, preserve balance, and support independence. We'll go step by step, starting with the least powerful option and moving toward the most effective. Each food plays a specific role, and together they form a system your muscles understand and respond to. My name is Richard Coleman. For more than 30 years, I've worked closely with older adults, helping them maintain mobility and independence. And I can tell you, with certainty, much of the weakness, fatigue, and instability people accept as normal. Aging is not normal at all. It is often the result of nutritional gaps, especially in the morning when the body is most vulnerable to muscle loss and most responsive to repair. Breakfast is not just a meal for the aging body. It is a signal. It tells your muscles whether to keep breaking down or to begin rebuilding. And the quality of that signal matters far more than most people realize. Let's begin with the first morning food. The first choice is the whole egg. For decades, eggs were misunderstood. Many older adults were told to avoid them because of cholesterol fears. But modern research has completely changed that view. For most healthy adults, including those in their 60s, 70s, and beyond, whole eggs are not only safe, they are one of the most effective muscle-preserving foods available. Eggs contain complete protein, meaning they provide all 9 essential amino acids your muscles need. One amino acid in particular, leucine, plays a critical role in muscle health. Leucine acts like an ignition switch. It tells your body to turn on muscle repair and rebuilding. Without enough leucine, muscle repair simply doesn't happen efficiently, no matter how much protein you eat later in the day. This is especially important after 60 because of a condition known as anabolic resistance. As we age, our muscles become less responsive to protein. The same amount of protein that once worked in your 40s is no longer enough. Your muscles need a stronger signal, and eggs provide exactly that. Studies involving older adults have shown that those who regularly ate whole eggs at breakfast experienced measurable improvements in lower body strength, walking speed, and overall mobility. These aren't abstract lab numbers. These are real-life improvements standing up from a chair more easily, climbing stairs with less effort, and walking with greater confidence. But eggs offer more than protein alone. The yolk contains nutrients that are commonly deficient in older adults and directly affect muscle and nerve function. Vitamin D supports muscle contraction and bone strength. Vitamin B12 keeps nerves healthy, so signals from the brain reach the legs accurately. Choline improves communication between nerves and muscles, helping coordination and balance. Iron supports oxygen delivery to muscle tissue, reducing fatigue and weakness. Together, these nutrients make eggs a compact, powerful tool for protecting leg strength. The way you prepare them matters. Boiled, poached, or gently scrambled with a small amount of olive oil preserves their benefits. Frying them in butter or pairing them with processed meats adds unnecessary saturated fat and sodium. which works against muscle and cardiovascular health. For most people, 1 to 2 whole eggs eaten within an hour of waking is enough to send a clear repair signal to the muscles. The second morning food is oatmeal, especially when paired with chia seeds. At first glance, oatmeal may not seem impressive. But for older adults, it solves a problem that quietly accelerates muscle loss. Unstable blood sugar. After 60, the body becomes less tolerant of sharp rises and crashes in glucose. These fluctuations don't just affect energy. They interfere with how muscles use protein to repair themselves and increase inflammation that damages muscle tissue over time. Oatmeal contains a type of soluble fiber called beta. This fiber slows digestion and creates a gradual release of glucose into the bloodstream. Instead of a spike followed by a crash, you get steady energy. This stability creates an internal environment where muscles can actually rebuild rather than struggle. When you add chia seeds, oatmeal becomes significantly more powerful. Chia seeds are rich in magnesium, calcium, potassium, and omega-3 fatty acids. Magnesium relaxes muscle fibers and reduces morning stiffness and cramps. Calcium and potassium regulate contraction and relaxation, essential for smooth, controlled movement. Omega-3 helps reduce chronic inflammation, which otherwise accelerates muscle aging and nerve deterioration. Chia seeds also absorb liquid and form a gel-like substance during digestion. This slows nutrient absorption, improves hydration, and helps electrolytes stay available longer. Muscles that are well hydrated and properly supplied with electrolytes function more smoothly and are less prone to cramping or fatigue. Many older adults who add oatmeal with chia seeds to their morning routine notice fewer leg cramps, steadier energy, and improved digestion. These changes may seem subtle at first, but over time, they translate into better mobility and confidence. To get the most benefit, choose rolled oats or steel-cut oats, rather than instant packets, which often contain added sugars. After cooking, stir in 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. You can add blueberries for antioxidants or a few banana slices for potassium. This combination supports muscle preservation without overwhelming blood sugar. The third food is the banana. Bananas are common, affordable, and often overlooked when it comes to muscle health. Their primary benefit comes from potassium, a mineral that controls the electrical signals allowing muscles to contract and relax properly. Without enough potassium, muscles become irritable. This leads to cramps, twitching, and weakness, especially in the legs. 1 banana provides roughly 400 milligrams of potassium, about 10% of daily needs. Considering that a large portion of older adults fall short on potassium intake, this single fruit becomes an important tool for maintaining muscle function. Bananas also provide vitamin B6, which supports nerve health, and prebiotic fiber that feeds beneficial gut bacteria. A healthier gut improves absorption of minerals like magnesium and calcium, both critical for muscle strength and coordination. However, bananas should be eaten thoughtfully. Consuming one alone on an empty stomach may cause a rapid rise in blood sugar for some people. A better approach is pairing banana slices with protein, such as adding them to oatmeal, mixing them with Greek yogurt, or eating half a banana alongside eggs. This slows sugar absorption and provides steadier energy. For those with diabetes, smaller or slightly underripe bananas are often better tolerated. For individuals with kidney disease, portion size should be adjusted with medical guidance. But for most older adults, bananas play a valuable role in maintaining electrolyte balance and muscle responsiveness. This brings us to an important transition point. So far, you've seen how protein, stable energy, and electrolytes work together to protect leg strength, but there is another morning food that deepens this protection by delivering sustained protein, bone support, and gut health all at once. That food deserves its own focused discussion. The fourth morning food is one of the most underestimated tools for preserving leg strength after 60. Greek yogurt. Many people believe all yogurt is the same, but Greek yogurt is fundamentally different in a way that matters deeply for aging muscles. It is strained to remove excess liquid, leaving behind a thicker, denser food with nearly twice the protein of regular yogurt. That difference alone makes it especially valuable for older adults. After 60, the body struggles to maintain muscle for one main reason: It cannot hold on to amino acids as efficiently as it once did. Muscles break down more easily and rebuild more slowly. Greek yogurt directly addresses this problem because it contains two critical protein types, casein and whey, working together. Casein is a slow digesting protein. Instead of being absorbed all at once, it releases amino acids gradually over several hours. This is extremely important in the morning. After an overnight fast, muscles are already in a weakened state. Casein acts like a steady drip of repair material, preventing further breakdown and supporting rebuilding throughout the late morning. Rather than a quick spike and drop, your muscles receive ongoing support. At the same time, Greek yogurt contains whey protein, which is naturally rich in leucine. As you learned earlier, leucine is the trigger that switches muscle repair on. Eggs start the process, and Greek yogurt reinforces it. Together, they overcome anabolic resistance, the reduced sensitivity of aging muscles to protein, and help preserve lean tissue that would otherwise be lost. But Greek yogurt's value goes far beyond protein. It provides calcium and vitamin D, a combination that directly influences muscle contraction and bone stability. Every time you take a step, your muscles contract and relax in coordination with your bones. Calcium is required for each contraction to occur. When calcium levels are low, contractions weaken, reaction time slows, and cramps become more frequent. Vitamin D improves calcium absorption and also strengthens bones, reducing fracture risk if a fall occurs. Falls are one of the greatest threats to independence after 60. Research consistently shows that older adults with adequate calcium and vitamin D intake have better mobility, improved balance, and fewer falls. This is not coincidence. Strong muscles and strong bones work together. One without the other leaves you vulnerable. Greek yogurt also supports a system that many people overlook when discussing muscle health. The gut. The probiotics found in Greek yogurt improve the balance of beneficial bacteria in the digestive system. Why does this matter for your legs? Because nutrients are only useful if you absorb them. Poor gut health leads to poor absorption of magnesium, potassium, calcium, and protein, even if your diet looks good on paper. When digestion improves, minerals reach the bloodstream more effectively, nerves fire more accurately, and muscles respond more reliably. Over time, this shows up as less stiffness, fewer cramps, and more consistent strength. For those who struggle with lactose intolerance, there are now many lactose-free Greek yogurts available. Yogurts made from goat or sheep milk are often easier to digest as well. The goal is not discomfort, it is consistency. One serving of Greek yogurt in the morning can quietly protect leg strength day after day. Now let us move to the fifth and final morning food, one that surprises many people because it does. Tea look like a traditional breakfast choice. The fifth choice is a steamed or baked sweet potato paired with a small pinch of natural mineral salt. Sweet potatoes are often reserved for dinner plates or special occasions, but for older adults, they are one of the smartest morning foods available. The reason lies in the type of energy they provide. Sweet potatoes are rich in complex carbohydrates. These carbohydrates release glucose slowly, providing steady fuel instead of the rapid spikes and crashes caused by white bread, sugary cereals, or pastries. Many seniors describe feeling heavy, weak, or drained in the morning. This is often due to poor fuel selection. Sweet potatoes prevent that drained feeling by delivering consistent energy that muscles can actually use. This steady supply supports walking, balance, and endurance throughout the morning hours. Sweet potatoes are also packed with minerals that directly support muscle and nerve function. Potassium helps regulate fluid balance and muscle contraction. Magnesium relaxes muscle fibers and reduces stiffness. Vitamin C supports collagen production, strengthening the connective tissues that anchor muscles to bones and protect joints. But the real advantage comes when sweet potatoes are paired with natural mineral salt. This is not ordinary table salt. Natural salts, as Celtic or Himalayan. Salt contain trace minerals stripped away during the processing of regular salt. These trace minerals include magnesium, calcium, and zinc, all of which are involved in nerve signaling and muscle contraction. During the night, the body loses fluids through breathing and perspiration. You wake up mildly dehydrated. Dehydrated muscles cramp more easily and fatigue faster. A small pinch of mineral salt helps restore electrolyte balance, improves circulation, and supports nerve to muscle communication. The key word here is small. A pinch not, a heavy shake is enough to help without increasing blood pressure risk. Preparation is simple. Steam or bake a small sweet potato until tender. Slice it open and add a pinch of mineral salt. Eat it warm, ideally after drinking a glass of water. Avoid butter, sugar, or sweet toppings. The natural sweetness of the potato is sufficient, and added fats or sugars undermine the goal. When paired with proteins such as eggs or Greek yogurts, root potatoes become even more effective. Protein repairs muscle, carbohydrates fuel it, and minerals ensure it functions smoothly. This combination supports strength from multiple directions at once. At this point, you may be wondering how these foods fit together. The key is not that you must eat all 5 every morning. The power comes from understanding what each one contributes and building a breakfast that covers these needs. Protein, stable energy, electrolytes, and minerals. Eggs deliver the repair signal. Oatmeal with chia stabilizes blood sugar and reduces inflammation. Bananas restore potassium and nerve signaling. Greek yogurt provides sustained protein, calcium, and gut support. Sweet potatoes with mineral salt supply, steady fuel, and trace minerals. Together, they form a complete defense against leg muscle loss. Protein timing is especially critical. Many older adults believe that as long as they eat enough protein by the end of the day, timing doesn't matter. But after 60, this simply isn't true. Because of anabolic resistance, muscles respond best to protein early in the day. Research shows that protein consumed soon after waking stimulates muscle repair far more effectively than the same amount eaten later. Skipping protein in the morning leaves muscles in a breakdown state for too long. Even if you eat well at lunch and dinner, you cannot fully make up for that lost window. This is why breakfast quality matters more now than it ever did before. Hydration and electrolytes also play a supporting role. Muscles cannot contract properly without water and minerals. Chia seeds retain fluid, bananas supply potassium, and mineral salt restores trace elements. When these are missing, muscles fatigue quickly and cramp easily. Even if protein intake is adequate, just as important as what to eat is what to avoid. One of the biggest mistakes older adults make is skipping breakfast entirely in an attempt to control weight. This backfires by accelerating muscle loss, slowing metabolism, and increasing frailty. Another mistake is starting the day with sugary foods, pastries, sweetened cereals, flavored yogurts which spike blood sugar and increase inflammation that damages muscle tissue. Many people also rely on coffee alone. Coffee may increase alertness, but it provides no protein, no electrolytes, and no repair signal. And finally, separating egg whites from yolks out of cholesterol fear removes vitamin D, B, choline, and iron, very nutrients that protect muscle and nerve health. In my years of work, I have seen older adults who believed weakness was unavoidable. Some relied on canes or walkers and feared losing independence. Yet, when they adjusted their mornings adding protein, minerals, and steady energy, the changes were real. Not instant, but consistent. Standing became easier. Walking felt steadier. Confidence returned. This is not about extreme diets or expensive supplements. It is about using the first hour of the day wisely. Muscles listen most closely in the morning. What you give them then determines whether they shrink or strengthen. In the next part, I will bring everything together, showing how to build a simple, repeatable morning routine. Avoid hidden traps and turn these foods into a long-term system for strength and independence after 60.